We now return to Let's Play Lethis, Path of Progress. On to number 3, Horsham. This is a little bit different now because we need to make some money. Your abilities as an urban planner appear to be solid, your city's well constructed, but do not forget how much this costs. Keep in mind that I employed you to accumulate me a fortune, not to destroy it. I hope to see a lucrative profit out of all my investments. We are parting to Horsham, a despicable little town near a sea of swamps. People there tell horrifying stories, but the moment you gain me some florins, the rest does not interest me that much. Horsham is possibly the saddest place in the whole world. Word has it that the swamps are haunted, but as long as the people don't see any phantoms, they'll be just eager to pay their taxes. As it is impossible to plant any potatoes here, though, you might want to adjust to a 100% pumpkin diet. Okay, and we know about the employment thing where we can just hover over the people and see how many people are in need. Okay, pre-built town, alternative alcohol production. You see, I told you, this place is just sordid and sinister. When I was still young, I had to join my mother to an exposition of pumpkin statues. Oh, how appalling that was, but the shapes of certain vegetables made my mother laugh quite a bit. You may know why. Well then, where to begin? This inhospitable soil will not let us grow hops or barley. We therefore will have to find another method to create alcohol, and I just know. You will see, it is very amusing. If you cannot grow hops, you can always make alcohol in the Fey distillery, which is a horrible thing. Hunters from the Ranger's Den capture Feys, who hide near their mushroom homes to bring them back and store them in the goods shed. You do not have anything else to do as to redirect the Feys to the distillery to produce absinthe for our fellow citizens. Now isn't this just amusing? I cannot wait to taste the first batch. How horrid. And we can see the little ghosties out there. These are not, in fact, Feys. I spent a lot of time mistaking them for that. The Feys live out here. Way out here. So, I'm going to have to make a road out there. And I guess I can do it from here. I would like to see better road making. The roads seem to only go in this direction. When you pull them off that way, they do not work in that way. Disappointing. So, I'll put the road... I'm trying to line it up there with the edge of that swamp field. There we go. Go all the way down here. And I'll go something like this. Now see, it should bend the other way. It does not. Okay, good enough. So, in order to get that, we go to a Ranger's Den. I'll go ahead and put 1, 2... That one won't fit there. Aw, dang. That one won't fit there either. I could potentially put one there, I guess. Just to make sure, we'll put it there. Then we need a distillery. I will put the distillery closer to home, so we'll put it here. And of course, we're going to need roadblocks and maintenance guys. So, I guess actually I should probably put that like here instead, because otherwise they're going to go the other way, and we do not want this inspector to miss anyone, so we'll go that way. And that should be enough to begin. Now, do I have... I believe I'm going to also need a storehouse for this, so we may as well put that down as well, and there it is. Okay. I had an architect from the capital come over to help us with this site. You may now build a new, unique building, the Town Hall. Once constructed, the Town Hall gives you access to a number of new features. First, access to your city's statistics, which permit a quick overview about everything concerning your city, workers, production, and so forth. I will let you handle your tasks on your own. After all, this is not my field of interest. The Town Hall also gives you access to filters. These filters allow you to portray unique information about your city and to quickly mend possible problems. There are many filters. Do not hesitate to try some. Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and put that down, because this is something that I, as a player, new to the game, need to discover as well. I guess I could have put the road there. Oh well. So anyway, this allows me to set my own salary, I guess? Okay. So this part then kind of goes back to Pharaoh, because this certainly wasn't in later games where you could put aside your own personal money. Let's see what it does give me access to. These are the filters, I believe, so I can see like who's being haunted and that sort of thing. The statistics stuff, though, is grayed out, so maybe I have to wait for someone to move in. Hooray, it's working perfectly now, and there it is. Okay, so now we get this big menu that is in its own window, kind of covering everything, which again makes it a little bit awkward because now I can't just play while I have something open. But as we can see, it has all of the statistics that other Impressions games. We have a high level of tax. Maybe people won't be too happy with that. Whatever. We'll leave it for now because this is a tutorial. I'm just going to press all the buttons, and I'd actually meant to do that before I started recording. I was going to open up a sandbox and just play around with all the buttons, hitting them and finding out what shortcuts they are bound to, if anything. Dang it. Okay, well, as we can see, the poor little fey sprites are being shot and taken from their homes, boiled down, and processed, distilled into absinthe, so that we have little green fairies to drink. Terrible. Anyway, there are more things we need in order to get these people bumped up, being alcohol. Now, is that too far away for you to go get, or are you just being a dick? I don't like the fact that these are not easily labeled, and overall the interface is a little bit tiny. We can only tell it to accept and refuse, so I can't tell them to go get that, which is unfortunate. Okay, there he goes. We now have enough that it's actually worth his while to go out and get it. Maybe they just have to wait for a full pallet or something, I don't know. Whatever the case, we now have absinthe. Hopefully he will be distributing that shortly, I guess. Okay, now it's high time to profit from this little settlement. To obtain money, you have to know how to spend it. Each season, we're dispensing a small sum of florin to all of our workforces. If you add up the money we're spending for construction purposes, you may literally see our treasury's contents melt away. But thank the heavens we invented taxes. What a brilliant concept it is, isn't it? To fill up our treasury, it is possible to employ tax collectors, blah blah blah. We know about that and how they work, because we have played these types of games before, have we not? I don't want that close to that, but I will put it here. Okay, and I possibly could have rotated that. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. I mean, waste a little bit of money, right? I've got plenty. The tutorial is going to give me plenty. It really doesn't matter which way they are. God, why did I just do that again? God damn it. It really doesn't matter, because as long as the building is connected to a road, it will still function. There we go. Okay. Goats and exorcists. I told you, this region is just forbidding. I thought the city was collectively pranking me as I saw the report on my desk today that there are ghosts, phantoms, and other strange phenomena happening in the city. And never mind the fact that we are collecting little green fairies and turning them into alcohol. But I start to think that this is, well, real. I've had it. Enough already. Phantoms may come and haunt our cities. They make our citizens flee in fear and swiftly wander from house to house. To fight against this threat, build an exorcist's tent. It works just as well as other service buildings do. Okay. So now everyone is plagued by ghosts, and I guess we can just look and see what this no taxman has visited. Doesn't seem to have actually sent them away. Either way, we apparently need this, and I'm not sure if this is only going to be on maps where ghosts exist, like in the swamps, or if this is actually going to be something we actually need for the sake of... Well, I imagine actually what it probably is. It's similar to the herbalists that, you know, prevent illness, so ghosts are kind of similar to that. Where is it? It's in the administration, not actually in services. And we'll plunk him down right there, on top of that forbidding-looking tree. Okay. And Magnifico, the Magnificent, comes out and manages to send the ghosts away. Now, looking at that, though, they do evolve the houses. I mean, the houses did evolve, and I wonder maybe if having ghosts had them devolve. Maybe that's what it meant by keeping them. So, these taxes... I noticed over there, okay, we finally got that, and now we need more workers. We're at level 5, they need access to that theater. Now, this is something she has not told me about, but I do nonetheless need to put it down. It's in this tab, in Services. Put the theater, and I guess the only place I've got for it, because it's rather large, is over here, and I will rotate it around, kind of awkwardly. You know what, I'm going to rotate it facing inward, that way it kind of looks like it's using that part there as a road, and it's not just facing into somebody's kitchen window. And there it is. Now we've evolved our homes once again to level 6, and that means we should shortly hit this mission goal, which I just did. Gold even shines through mud. Do not look this one up. It's my saying. A florin is a florin, no matter where it comes from. Okay. Moving on to Hosenfeld. We now need to begin with trade. This will teach me how to produce steam, build mines, and trade. What an adventure! I'm not disappointed, even though I am still having trouble to believe what I saw. A change of scenery will only do us good. I hope you like the mountains, because we are going to visit Hosenfeld. This county is in need of utensils. We do not have another choice than to... do not have any other choice other than to exploit the copper resources of this region. The Countess has reason to worry. The Industrial Revolution is on the march, and workers and aristocrats alike demand more and more utensils and goods to consume. Utensils have therefore become indispensable all over Lethis' city. Many towns are built near places with rich mineral sources I cannot read anymore, yet no fertile land. You will need to survive by trading minerals to be able to afford food and, more importantly, alcohol for your citizens. If you are constructing a service building, the walker's route and appearance probability quota will be displayed. The appearance probability quota. Okay, the refreshing air of the mountains, a real treat, and this landscape, ravishing. It's a pity, however, this harsh climate is not permitting us to produce alcohol. Hence, to upgrade the workers' houses, we will have to import alcohol from another city. Commerce is also a necessity. Yay! We go to the minimap, find Dunwich, and set up a trade route, which is right there, and we can open the road for 500. Unfortunately, there is no visual indicator that we have it open aside from this. I would like to see a little trade route pop up, but that's just me. Superb! Trade with Dunwich is now possible. Sorry, that was a little loud. The trade route is now active. All we need now is, well, trade. Build a center of trade. By clicking on it, you may set up different deals. To import beer, regulate the desired quantity you wish to receive. Once the order is set, a caravan will travel back and forth seasonally to provide you with the desired amount. Export goods the same way. Okay. I love to watch the flying caravans when the weather is nice. They are delivered by air balloon. Fantastic. Okay, that is in distribution, and we go to the air balloon center. Set that up right there, I guess. You know, if I knocked out those trees over there. Kind of have to be careful with how I set this up, because I know what I must do in the future. Anyway, I guess it'll go right there, so that's fine. And so we're looking at getting alcohol, right? Which means I also need a warehouse for distribution. I will put that on this side, and we'll build a road. Oh, there. Okay, so we're going to set this up. I'm going to import from Dunwich. I can, let's do about 12, shall we say? I think that'll probably be enough, right? What can I begin to export? Begin to export, well, these are utensils, which is a very, very difficult little icon to identify, but that's apparently what it is. Okay, here we go. Now, time to increase speed. Reverse direction. You can see there are little pockets left open, and I believe we will want to keep those open because we will have future expansions. Steam geysers. Yes, yes indeed. We'll have to be focusing on that here shortly. And there's the balloon. And we've got a very small amount of alcohol out of that. Here's the cart guy. taking it all the way around. It's in, and distribution. I guess the distributor has to make it back to the market before he picks it up and goes distributing it back to the people. Yay! Condensed steam! My dear friend, it is time we speak of more serious issues. To extract copper, you have to master and know about the most important thing: condensed steam. This major innovation of the recent years, this genius product, is aiding us to strive for modernity. To master this energy, we need 3 different buildings. First of all, we need to extract it with the help of an extractor. It is put onto steam geysers. A special building does neither need a road, connection, nor can it collapse. But it doesn't work on its own. We now need to make a condenser as well, and it only has 4 attachments. So that's important, and it also has to be maintained. We can put pipes underneath roads, which I guess is nice, but as far as I can tell, it only goes under roads like that. It does not, like, you can't put it over here and then have it pop up over here, which is a supreme disappointment. But maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I guess we'll try, why don't we? So I need steam coming into this building. In which case, I kind of built this wrongly, didn't I? Unless I want to put the condenser over here, which, why don't we do that? Let's bring this up. I forget, I have to keep dragging. There we go. I just noticed, okay, I do have an inspector's building. It's right up there by the bridge, so actually, I won't build this out too far because I believe my inspector will still manage to go all the way down there, and I wish I could click on someone to find out the route. Can I get to that guy? Nope. It's the alcohol supplier. There, that's the mechanic. I still can't see where he goes, though. Okay, steam. We now have our own steam tab. I'm going to build this first. And I guess I'll just put this... I really don't want to... Let's see, if I put it here... I can't put it there. Fine, we'll put it right here. So, let's begin building some pipes. Let's see, if I put it this way, we can just drag it along this way. I'll pull it up a little bit because I will have space that I can save. We'll go across, and now that should be providing it. I think I can just pull it in this way. There. So, yeah, it's right in the middle on all sides, even though you can't really see it. It is connected to that. I can rotate the map, and again, I don't know that there is... we were not connected to the pipe. Now I am. I don't know that there's a keyboard shortcut for that either, but it would be nice if there was. Okay, so now we need to begin building some of the extractors, and I think it probably said, and I sort of glossed over it, but the more extractors you have connected to the condenser, the more steam you produce, which I suppose makes sense. Right now, we will put 2, just for the sake of it. Later, I can bring some up from over there by looping the pipes a very long way. However, I just wanted to put it over here because we will need it for the copper veins that exist there. So, steam is being condensed. The inspector does in fact make it all the way down there, which is great. And we've got our first steam in little bottles over here. Condensed steam is almost magical, isn't it? It even allows complex and enormous machines to work miracles. Even though I am no engineer myself, it moves me deeply to see a condenser in the heart of this city. We are now going to need to start extracting copper. And we're going to need to place copper mines on the source. We can rotate the buildings, blah blah blah. Okay. So I need to turn on a light because I can no longer see my keyboard. This one, industry, and the mines are over here. We have access to copper only right now. That's probably okay. Let's see, can I get one fitting in there? And one fitting in there. Fine, let's get 3. Okay. Now, there's a thing about these that I kind of forget. I guess I probably should have read her little tooltips, and I don't know how to bring them back up. Is it in messages? No. I think the extractors are okay to something. Just for whatever reason, just in case, we will extend and connect. And then I'll just put a little roadblock up there. And we'll put the inspector. Might be unnecessary, might not. We'll put it there anyway. And I see a little ghost. I see some ghosts in the deadly, scary mountains. I only needed 2 copper mines for the objectives over there. That's okay. We'll still put... There we go. Hooray! So much copper. But, well, it's not much worth it in its pure form. Okay, we need to transform it into utensils with a metalworking factory, and the shopkeeper will then provide our citizens with this new resource. So we don't actually put the pipes to the product, or the building, rather. Rather, they exist to condense the steam and then transfer the condensed steam to the buildings that need it. 4 should probably suffice. Making sure that I've got enough people. 71 needed. I do not have enough people. So what do you require right now? A theater. Okay, well I could put that down. In fact, put that down right there. Let's see. I'm trying to rotate it. Rotates in 2 places. Well, if I rotate back and around, there we go, the correct way. And that's not the correct way. There. So now we should see that bump up, right? There we go. We need to get to level 7. So after their theater requirement, they now need utensils. So we'll have that hopefully being made here fairly shortly. There it is. Got a couple in there. I should probably shorten the distance that this market guy has to go to get the goods. Not overly concerned about it, though. Okay, so the exorcist is actually, in fact, there, and he's probably helping to prevent all the haunted. Where'd they go? They're gone. Advanced service buildings. I need to state more precisely that certain buildings will not function if they're not provided with the goods they need. Take a look at the herbalist, for example. The herbalist's distributor will not leave this building without a proper stock of medical plants. These plants are produced in a greenhouse. I have to say, I do not have green fingers yet. My gardeners at the mansion have them for me. Great. Okay, so we need to begin producing. Where is that? It's in industry for some reason, but we've got greenhouses, and they're too big for what I just put down. Dang it. Well, I can put one here anyway. I'm gonna need more. You know what? Let's rejigger this steam pipe. Now, if I put it this way and bring it out by 1, it should still connect up to that. I just need to remove these ones and rotate the building. I'm not sure if it's my computer, the game, or what, but the mouse has sensitivity that kind of makes it lag a little bit, and unfortunately I have not found a way to adjust the mouse sensitivity. Going back to the industry, we can now put down 2 of these. I think I might want to put down 3, just for overkill. Although I don't know how many excess people I have. 28 more workers needed. Possibly not a good idea to do that, so let's actually just get rid of that one. And we're going to have to put in a... Yes, this guy. This is the herbalist. We have to put that in to actually distribute the herbs. I probably should have put that slightly closer. So they're at that's a park, level 7. Now they need medicine from an herborist. And there we go. We now have these nice brick buildings showing up. Okay, so that's good. I've hit the workers thing. What I've not been doing, and what I've been completely ignoring, is selling my utensils. So let's sell 1,200. I don't have much in here, it looks like. 500 500. I've got a whopping 500. I could probably stand to make a few more. I don't know how many of these extractors will fill in the various factories. I know, like in Zeus and Emperor, one resource building could fulfill several of the production buildings. I guess we'll find out. We have sold none so far. Got a glut of people. But there they are. I hope I've got a tax collector. I do. So we should be getting some fairly decent money from that. You know what? While we're here, let's just go ahead and see if we can find some stuff. What does this do? Monuments, resources, money. Okay. What does this tell me? Tells me nothing. I guess it's just showing me what is being collected. That's disappointing. Distribution. There's the distributor. What is this? Services. I can find out the theater people and how they're walking. I can check out what is being steam powered. Well, this really, all this does is it just flattens the various buildings. It's not actually giving me access to this stuff. I'd like to see how much each house was making in taxes. 35 have paid taxes. There's one preceptor who covers 35 out of 70 inhabitants. We're only collecting taxes on half? That's not good. Let's see if I can find this guy. I don't even know what service he would be under. Is it this guy? This guy looks... It's an herbalist. Newspaper dork. That's not what that says. Newspaper kiosk. The print is a little bit small. I like newspaper dork better. So he is collecting from everybody that I can see. I don't know what the hell that means. Only 400 utensils, really. Well, perhaps it's because I've filled up a little bit too much on this stuff. So I can actually reduce how much I wish to accept. Let's accept half that. And this one now, the warehouse, I actually can do the refuse, the empty, the get, the keep, that sort of thing. Keep is an interesting thing, but I guess it's just a little bit different than setting stockpile, I think we are probably approaching the end of the end of this mission, so I'm going to just put down another store yard. You know what? I think actually I'm going to tell these guys not to accept. Come on. Scroll for me. To not accept this. In fact, I will tell you to empty Steam. And we'll just leave that in the other one so that we have room for... Gosh, what else are you taking in here? I really can't tell. That's medical herbs. You know what? I'm not going to accept medical herbs either. Or, you know what? We'll only accept half. We'll take it down to half. There. Okay. So at least we're leaving more room. Where's the beer being produced? Because it is being produced. Oh, we're importing it. Yeah, dumbass. Okay. I won! Hooray! Good hooking, as they say. Hosenfeld has kept all of its promises, and you as well. I have but only one last mission for you, and after that I will liberate you from your urban planning duties. Great. Okay, as I recall, number 5 does actually take a little bit of time, at least just for waiting around, but I think that'll be fine for its own episode, so I will end this one here, and next time we will finish the tutorial. See you then.